Hi everyone, welcome to Sam's Doing Stuff. What am I doing today? Well, I'm getting ready to take my favorite piece of equipment to the Firewood Expo. No, it's not the golf cart, but arguably this could be my favorite piece of equipment. I just want to let you know, obviously this was shot before the Firewood Expo. Yeah, we're messing up the whole space-time continuum here. Great Scott! But just bear with me. Let's get it loaded. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You hear? Just a quick interlude here. This killdeer has decided to make her nest. Look, she's all upset. She's mad. She's never let me get this close. She's so mad at me right now. She's been yelling at me for weeks, ever since she made her nest. Look at her. Come on. All right, I'll stop bothering her, but her nest is right here. You see the eggs? The eggs are right there. And they like to make their nests, and she's doing that whole broken wing thing over there. She's trying to get me away. She's like faking it. But they like to make their nests in the gravel because their eggs match the gravel. It's hidden, but it's really kind of, I got to drive in and out of here. So it's at least off to the side. I'm very careful. I'm very careful. I am. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm not messing with anything. It's okay. But we have conversations every day. Just a short interlude there. Let's get to loading the trailer. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I made all of those reinforcements on my trailer, which you saw in the last video. See how this is all tied together? I planned all of this production stuff ahead of time. So you see what the increased stability and increased strength and all the stuff I did for the trailer, specifically for this. I'm gonna strap it down. I'm gonna strap it down. By the way, in case anyone is curious, which of course I am, and I double checked this ahead of time, the maximum allowable height to haul on Ohio highways is 13.5 feet. So right here, and this is at a diagonal, so I'm actually less than this, is 12 feet, 2.5 inches. 12 feet, 2.5 inches. So I've got a good foot or more. I'm fine. No special permit needed. The machines are thoroughly strapped down, greased up, and filled with fuel, ready to go. So obviously, you know why I'm bringing the Eastonmade Axis. It's going to be displayed at the Eastonmade booth. Why are you bringing the Baumalight? Well, if you went to the show, you probably already know, but you're going to have to wait to the end of the video to find out if you didn't. So I'm at the Trumbull County Fairgrounds. We're doing some work here. I just happened to drop off the Axis. Of course, Eastonmade is here, and they're just moving equipment, setting it all up. The behind the scenes, guys, is just a lot of fun. There's my Baumalight right there, Jack from Log Cabin Firewood. Check out his channel. He's great, man. He's over there moving some equipment around, working for Eastonmade right now. And I'll tell you what, guys, it's the epitome of a fantastic community. The Firewood community. I cannot wait for the show to start. Of course, this video airs after the show is over. Anyway, the equipment's here. I gotta get back home, and you'll see what I'm bringing home. Yeah, you'll see. It's gonna be a great addition. So you're gonna see it right now. And here it is. Haven't unloaded it yet. The Eastonmade MS324. It'll be going on the Baumalight. Now, if you were at the show, you already saw it on the Baumalight. That's why you may have a little inside scoop on this video. But anyway, I can't wait to put it on. Oh, by the way, also, you'll notice I went ahead and stopped and I bought some proper binders. I had it all strapped down on the way there, but on the way back, I thought, let's do chains. So let me get it unhooked and we'll start using it. Tree service wood. A lot of it is beautiful, but some of it is not. Now this big old hoss here is, oh my goodness, 49.5 inches. 49, we're gonna say, I mean every bit of 49 inches. This is a big old monster right here. And there's no way you're putting this on any splitter. You're not gonna put it up on any horizontal or any vertical splitter out there because you'll crush it. So let's try and cut a 16-inch round out of this, and then we're gonna bring the splitter to the round. Yeah, dang. All right, so here we go. On to the fun part. Now these are monsters, these are huge. I am just looking to knock them down so they're small enough to put on the splitter. So we're right there. You know what, I want to try and just grip it enough. Let's see if it'll lift the whole thing. We can drag it at least. Can I lift this log? That is heavy. Nope, we're just gonna at least drag it out here. All right, let's give it some power and just see what happens. I didn't like it there. Let's go up from the top. Let's go from the top up here. Let's not try and, you know, take it all at once. All right. So what that's telling me is with a log this size, around this size, I'm gonna have to take some bites out of it. So let's just take a little bite off the top. Let's give it just that much. Let's do a little pinch. There we go. Now we made it through. Do a couple like that. Yeah, baby. Now we got it. I've always said you got to be smarter than the log, that's all. There we go. So it seems like it's best if you don't put the whole blade into it. Just do part of it, yeah. There we go. Something this big, just put like half the blade in. Oh, we don't want to tip it over on the camera. Finally pick it up. That was a huge round. All right, so we pick it up, set it back down, take another bite. Heck yeah, baby. Well, there's the aftermath. Certainly manageable chunks now. A couple of things I learned right off the bat. This would be much better on the excavator. And let me show you something. The Eastonmade MS324 has just a plate on the back here. This is bolted on. So if you decide you want to use this on a different machine, you just switch the plate out. And I'm sure, I mean, I know they've got it for skid steer quick attach, for John Deere and other stuff. I think even like Avant. This is obviously mini skid steer, but you just take this plate off and you could put it on a different machine. Now the excavator over there, that's my brother's excavator, and it does not have the proper plumbing to attach this to. I would need a diverter valve, 2 diverter valves, a couple of flat face connectors. Anyway, it would need some work and some money put into it, but I can see how using this on a mini excavator would be awesome because you can move things around a lot better. This machine's doing it, and it's making those rounds manageable. I am looking at this as property maintenance right now because I've got these huge rounds and I need to do something with them. I've told my tree service that I want 36 inches or less.
That's what she said?
Now, just because it's 36 inches or less doesn't mean I'm not gonna need this anymore. Let's go in the wood yard. This is a typical round around 36 inches. Yeah, this I could put on the Eastonmade Axis. By the way, what I'm using on the Baumalight, the MS324, is the Eastonmade Axis without all the mechanics. It's just the cylinder and the splitting head. Anyway, so this is the type of round that I would be wise to knock it down into quarters at least before I take it up on the Axis. Now, something else I learned is if I'm gonna do that, I should get it as close to the Axis as I can before I make a mess. So I'm thinking, I bring these big rounds in here with the tractor, set them down in front of the MS324, let's go. And now I'm thinking, since I got it in here, I'll split it into smaller pieces before it even goes on the Axis. I wonder if I just that was nice. Even in halves, it's going to be way easier to manage. All right, you got to think ahead now, okay? So I got this one here. I don't want to split it and then have it in my way, so I'm just going to pinch it, lift it up, move it off to the side, and now finish it. There we go. And now I can finish this other piece. Well, actually I can't. It's a little bit of an issue with this Baumalight, the mini skid, is you got to get stuff out of your way. There we go. Maybe I can move it even closer to the splitter. All right, I played around a little bit. I learned some stuff, and what I learned the most is that having both machines running at the same time, and by that I mean the Excavator and the mini skid, the Baumalight mini skid with the MS324 on it, is the way to go. Whether you got two people working together, obviously that's the best scenario, or you're working by yourself, using both machines in tandem, the Excavator manages the pieces, gets them out of the way, makes sure that big round doesn't tip over on you like it did to me. All of that kind of stuff. It's a big help to have the Excavator involved. And, you know, maybe I'll invest in some diverter valves and I'll fab up, you know, a connector plate for it. It's one of those things. I'm not going to be doing this a lot. This is just solving that problem. It is making that impossible aspect of managing those huge, you know, anything over 36 inches that can't go on the Axis has to be split down first. And now I've got a tool to do it. So the whole thing is just finding out the best way. And, you know, running that Excavator at the same time, you can see how it's running here with the Baumalight and the MS324, that worked the best. So if I've got a bunch of big rounds and I'm in the wood yard, I'll bring the Excavator in there, I'll pick them out, I'll manage them, I'll set them exactly where they need to be for the Baumalight to get that MS324 around it, split it up, and then the Excavator will just pick those pieces up and move them out of the way. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I don't know, learning curve, we'll figure it out as we go. But that's what I'm thinking right now. So it is definitely going to make the impossible possible. And I'm talking about those monsters out there, the 50-inch rounds, and there's more of them in that pile, and I got to do something with them. So this is the only way I can think of to be able to knock them down into pieces that I can at least move around and get on the splitter and make into nice firewood. Does it have its limitations? Of course it does. It absolutely has limitations. The first limitation is the machine you put it on. Whatever machine you put it on, you want it to be maneuverable and you want it to have a decent hydraulic flow. This will do it, but there's some challenges. And the biggest challenge is maneuvering, you know, getting around and not having all this stuff pile up in your way. I was thinking that maybe I'd bring it out to the big pile of rounds out there and I would just pick away at it. You might need I might need two people. I might need one person in the excavator grabbing stuff and putting it in place and moving stuff around, manipulating it, and then another person just running this. So maybe when Scott's over, we'll do it that way. But like I said, there are some things that are impossible, and one of them is those big rounds. Anything over 36 inches, I would not put on the Axis. Absolutely would not put anything bigger than 36 inches. And if it's getting close to 36 inches, better to split it down first. And this MS324 is gonna make that possible. So I got some learning to do. I got some figuring out. I've got some practice to do with it. If any of you have used one of these before and you've got tips and tricks, you know what to do. The comments are right down there. Get in the comments and leave me some advice. But if you can kind of see what I'm doing with this whole process of mine, I don't have, speaking of processes, I don't have a processor. I am dealing with tree service wood. So the best tools that are out there to deal with tree service wood, I'm kind of putting this all together. And between the Axis, and now this MS324, I feel like I can manage that big stuff a whole lot better than I used to. If you like this video and you like what you see, click the thumb button. I really appreciate it when you do that. Everything's going well. I've got to get some work done on these barns. I've been putting this off. I think the next video, we're just gonna play. We're gonna do a lot of firewood production. We're gonna try and make some product and knock some stuff out. I really have an itch for that and I need to just do some production. And then I think we're gonna get back in this barn. I've got a lot of drainage issues that I have to complete. I started that I didn't finish. And then I can start getting to the bottom edges of these walls and putting some 2x material along the bottom and finishing up these walls. So I really want to do that. So I think that's what you're going to be looking forward to. We've got a lot of new subscribers, so that's why I'm kind of laying this out for you, let you know what you're expecting to see. I really appreciate everybody that's stopping by and everybody that's watching. So please hit all the buttons, and that way I can see you next time when I'm doing more stuff.